At Denmark Open in the city of Odense. What a beautiful city it is. Except it was rather rainy this morning, wasn't it, Morten? It looked a bit
Yesterday
dull.
was beautiful.
Wasn't it lovely? Well, we're seeing some lovely badminton today. Our next match is another women's singles, and as I was just saying, the winner of the match we will watch next will play Tai Su Ying, who's just beaten Nicharan Jindapon of Thailand in just 27 minutes. Yvonne LI promoted from the reserve list, replacing the two-time former champion Li Shui in the draw up against Canada's Michelle Lee. Well, when we look at this section of the draw, we can see the 2017 winner, Ratchanok Kintanon, number 6 seed. She's up against Mia Blickfeld later on today. I'm sure the home fans will be crowding in for that. And as far as Michelle Lee is concerned, well, she's a 3-time Pan Am Games gold medalist, 4-time Pan Am Championship gold medalist. So she really has dominated in her part of the world for a number of years now, and I think she's been playing very, very well of late. But when we look at the entire women's singles draw, which we can't graphically, but I will tell you about it, in the top half of the draw, we've got the gold medalists from the last 5 World Championships. It really is a very strong women's singles draw. But as we were telling you during the last match, the big shock, Akane Yamaguchi, the number 1 seed, 2-time finalist, winner here 3 years ago, beaten finalist here 2 years ago, beaten in the first round. But here is Michelle Lee from Canada. What a good year she is having. 3 finals this year. As I was saying, her 4th Pan Am Championships and her 3rd consecutive gold medal at the Pan Am Games. Her opponents, and what a wonderful opportunity for Yvonne LI from Germany. It's always very difficult for players. I know that the team managers meeting did not happen until Monday evening, which means that the reserve players have to be here in Odense with the hope that they might get the call up to be able to play. Of course, when we used to have qualifying, the players would be here anyway, so you could get promoted from the qualifying draws. But now, with the HSBC BWF World Tour, the Super 1000 and 750 events, there is no qualifying draws. It's a straight 32 across all 5 disciplines. This is the second meeting between these two players, and as you can see, the only previous meeting was won by Michelle Lee in 3 tough games at the group stage of this year's Sudirman Cup in Nanning. An hour and 1 minute it was for that meeting in China. Sudirman Cup, the World Mixed Team Championships. So, as far as Yvonne LI is concerned, and her opponent, of course, we're going to have Li and Lee on our graphics.
Yeah, we're going to confuse the opponents here.
Yes, I think we better use given names more throughout this match. 27 years of age, Michelle Lee, although she'll turn 28 next month, born in Hong Kong, China. But moved to Canada, age 6, lives in Markham in the Greater Toronto area. Markham is where we had last year's World Junior Championships. Currently enjoying her 11th consecutive week at her career high of number 9. 4th appearance here at the Denmark Open. She was a quarter-finalist here 4 years ago. Lost to the number 2 seed, Carolina Marin, who then lost in the semi-final stage. So to Yvonne LI, 21 years of age, born in the port city of Hamburg, the 2nd largest city in Germany, the 3rd largest port in Europe. 43 on the world ranking at the moment, went down 1 place on yesterday's world ranking, has been as high as 37. And she played in the Denmark Open 2 years ago, where she lost in the qualifying to Fabienne Dupri, also of Germany.
Ready to play?
So the umpire calling for players to get ready to play. Our umpire for this, Gopalang Makwa of Botswana, and Eric Kurt from Denmark is our service judge. Well, Michelle Lee, after the last Olympic Games, underwent surgery. It seems almost every part of her body. She
Yes.
had hips problems, knee problems, I think Achilles problems.
Yeah, it was the whole lot
problems.
of them. Yeah.
Yes, how on earth she played the Olympics, quite frankly, was amazing, because she had a stress fracture in her foot at the time of the last Olympic Games. Just waiting for the applause to die down. I can tell you that last year's beaten finalist and this year #2 seed, Cho Tien-chen of Chinese Taipei, has just won his
Yvonne
first
Li,
round men's singles
Germany.
match.
And on my left,
In a very
Michelle
tight
Lee.
affair.
Yeah, 3
Canada.
tough games.
Yvonne Li to serve. Love all. Play.
So Yvonne Li of Germany getting this first round women's singles match underway against Michelle Lee of Canada.
Service over.
We were both in Nanning.
Love.
Morton, did you? I didn't see their encounter
No,
in
I
the
didn't
group
see
stage.
that.
You didn't
No.
see it either.
No.
It must have been a good match, I have
Yeah.
to say.
1 hour.
Yeah.
But based on recent form, I will be surprised if Michelle is not, winning fairly comfortably. But let's see. You never know. It's not easy to be the favourite sometimes. When you're the favourite to win, it's adding on extra pressure,
Absolutely.
and then suddenly you're not playing to your full potential.
Yeah.
And we've seen on many occasions, in all honesty, that Michelle is often performing by far her best when she's the underdog.
Absolutely.
We've seen that on a lot of occasions. So let's see how it goes.
It's gone wide. I wonder whether Yvonne Lee last week at the Dutch Open, where she was the #7 seed, she lost in the second round. I wonder if she suffered from that. She lost to a Dane, Jakobsen.
Yes, she did, and very, very convincingly.
Yeah.
I actually saw that match,
Yeah.
believe it or not, but I did.
Yeah. Okay, so what happened last week? Or what?
3.
Obviously, you've watched Yvonne Lee, so tell us about her qualities as a player.
She's physically very strong, and as you can see, her appearance, she's fit, she's strong, but she makes a lot of mistakes. At least last week in Holland, in Netherlands, that she sort of just when the rallies got long enough, 10 shots, 15 shots, and so the mistakes were just coming in like no one's business. So, it was very tricky, and I actually heard the Danish coach saying, just keep it going, she will make the mistakes.
Yeah. Okay. It's interesting to me that both these players have played more than one discipline in their badminton development. Yvonne Lee has actually been in international tournament finals across all 3 disciplines, women's doubles with Louise Hain and mixed doubles with Marvin Seidel. Of course, her singles is what she's really concentrating on now, but both of them have developed as a player across more than one discipline.
Well, I think a lot of players are doing that, but they just choose earlier to start concentrating. Around the 16, 17 years of age, they tend to make that decision if they play more than one category.
So it should be said that Michelle Li, until pretty recently, has been playing women's doubles as well. In Olympic Games, she was in the bronze medal playoff match, wasn't she?
She was.
London 2012.
2012, yes.
And in her continental championships, she's played doubles and indeed mixed doubles at times.
8-3.
I think now, so at the very elite level, and if you want to be a top 10 player, as Michelle Li is indeed now, you really have to focus on one.
She's got to focus.
Yeah, which she is doing.
But as she's quite dominant in the Pan Am area, you know, you could still see her play one of the other two categories, I think, in order to possibly get more medals for the country and so on.
Yeah, but not in HSBC BWF World Tour events.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great smash. Just inside the line.
Line judge. Line judge.
But having watched Michelle Li play for a number of years now, I think one of the reasons why she's doing better lately is I feel her legs are a lot stronger than what they used to be. She can take these disguises in her legs that she couldn't do before. It was like when she was had chosen a direction, she could not change, but now she can, which make a huge difference to her game.
Oh, yes.
11-3.
So, a handsome lead, an 8-point advantage for Michelle Li of Canada at the mid-game interval. Now, Michelle Li doesn't have a coach with her here in Denmark. Just 5 minutes into the match. I therefore want to pick up on something you've just said, Morten, because when we were watching the semi-final at the recent Korea Open 500 event, when Michelle Li played that semi-final against Herbing Jiao.
She did.
I think that when she's playing very deceptive players like Herbing Jiao or Tai Su Ying, who we saw in the last match, I think she's still struggling with changing direction with that movement.
Yeah, but that is at the very highest level.
Yeah.
Where before it would be anyone in top 50.
Yeah.
She would be struggling as soon as they had some deception in their game.
Yeah.
And I feel she's overcome that quite nicely. It's getting a lot better.
I agree, absolutely. Oh my goodness, full pirouette there with her backhand defence. Michelle Li.
11.
No, that's a good shot.
That's a beauty.
Service over. 12-4.
Imparting the slice, the glancing blow across the feathers there. Racket head still comes through quickly. For opponents think it's going to be a smash, but shuttle dies very quickly.
Service over. 5-12.
Yeah, good follow-up. That, I think, is something that I've noticed already, Morton, in this match, that the follow-up, there's a big difference with Michelle Lee. She finishes it off. I'm not saying that Yvonne Lee isn't committed, but she doesn't seem to have that killer instinct when she comes forward.
No, perhaps she's got the instinct, but perhaps she hasn't got the technical ability to do that.
Okay.
Maybe she's a little bit restricted as and when she's coming in and trying to kill it at the net.
Good rally.
Yeah, good quality.
Yeah.
And there, I think, was an example of Yvonne Lee being able to turn and twist her opponent.
14.
And that we saw an example here where Michelle Lee found it difficult to change direction a little bit. She was committed to the straight one, but the cross came. She still got there, but she was forced into error.
Oof.
Service over.
Well, that's a pity from Yvonne Lee's perspective. I like the commitment, but maybe that's an example of what you were talking about in the technique.
The technique is not strong enough when it comes to shots like this.
She's a good athlete. You're right, Morton.
She is.
Yeah.
She's strong. She's moving fast. Never seems to tire. But she's got trouble on that forehand defense.
Yeah.
17-6. Service over. 7-17. Service over. 18-7.
That's
going right.
Yeah, that's out.
Yeah. Needn't have taken that. So she's won the rally anyway with a beautiful slice drop shot to finish it off.
19-7.
That's a super shot. One shot longer than the previous longest rally.
19.
That was a nice disguise.
Yeah, wasn't it?
Very nice disguise by Yvonne LI.
9, 19.
I like the fact that she's still fighting for this, trying to get herself into the match for the start of the second game. Trying to win this opening game, I think, is a step too far. But I like her fighting spirit here.
Yeah, good attitude.
Yeah.
It's really nice to be the coach behind a player with such a good attitude, because you know that they will always be giving their best.
Yeah.
19.
Oh, I would have challenged that. Crikey, sing it again.
Yeah, it was close. That's a beautiful shot there by Michelle Li.
Service over. 20. Game point 10.
Game point opportunities. Yep, inside the line.
Game.
Converts on her first opportunity.
Game won by Michelle Li.
21-10 opening game to the Canadian in a little over 14 minutes. Do you understand any German, Morten?
I understand a bit, but I was taught in school, but I wasn't listening carefully enough. Didn't have the talent.
Okay, so you're not going to be able to give us a translation, so I'm going to give you a
No.
quiz question instead. Two players, women's singles players from Germany, have contested the women's singles final here at the Denmark Open in the Open era.
Yeah.
They are?
Julian Schenk.
Yeah, well done.
Yes, and she's formerly from China.
Yes. Go on, you have to remember it.
Hai Wang,
That's it.
something like that.
Yeah. 2005,
Yes.
Wai Wen
Yes,
lost
yes.
to Pi Hongyan.
Yeah, from Paris or from France.
France, another one who had left
Yes.
China, and Juliana Schenk in 2012 lost to Sina Nehwal.
Schenk was doing very well at
Wasn't
one
she?
time.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to have to come up with some harder quiz questions for tomorrow.
Yes, I'm so happy. I can sleep peacefully tonight.
So one game to the goods. Michelle Li of Canada.
Second game.
Opening game 21-10.
Ball.
What can Yvonne Li
Play.
from Germany do in response to that? That's a nice shot. I like that.
Yeah, she's got to be aggressive.
Over.
She's got to really go all out, trying to be as aggressive as she can be. Yvonne Li, try to unsettle the situation and perhaps rattle the cage a little bit on Michelle Li, so she's not getting too much confidence. That's out.
2 love.
That's out.
Umpire. Michelle Li challenges.
Yeah, I think that's a good challenge by Michelle Li. I think there is slight confusion who to call it. And it was called out, so I think she's got a good case here. So let's see.
Correction. Out. Service over. 1, 2. Play.
No, it's too long.
And that's why I said earlier, Yvonne LI have to attack.
Yep.
She's got to attack. See if she can unsettle this situation a bit.
4, 2.
Oh, that's going out. Yeah.
Service
Way long.
over.
Off the back line. I think it might have been wide of the sideline too. What do you reckon?
It was out on 2 accounts.
Yeah.
And that being closer towards the end and a little bit tighter scores, I think Michelle Lee would have challenged that one.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Chose to play it.
Yeah, she was so casual about it, but it turned out to be quite a good shot.
Yeah, very tight.
Here we go. Look at this.
Yeah, very tight indeed.
Amazing. Oh, I like that. Oh, my goodness, it's all happening.
And she's hitting the line, as you would say, plumb on the line.
Service over.
Exactly.
Yes,
All.
that's a good smash.
Look at that defensive shot.
And then this one down the line is nice too. And then the cross-court smash is coming.
Yeah, brilliant. Oh, yes. Just a little bit of disguise on that, wasn't there? She's a sort of backward movement of the racket as if she was going to lift it.
Yeah.
Look at that. Yeah.
And then, of course, also clipping the top of the tape. Just make it any easier for Yvonne LI to get that one back.
It's difficult for this lady, Yvonne LI, to get out of trouble when she's forced to take it very late in the back corners like this one. Yeah, now that's what we want to see more downward shots.
More downward shots, perhaps even more sort of softish shots, sort of long net as we call it, and all that, to make sure that Michelle Lee is not getting too close to the net. And then, of course, it will also help Yvonne Lee not to having to lift too much either.
When you say long net, you mean don't get it tight to the net, but it's sort of towards the front service line?
Yes, perhaps even further into the court.
Okay.
Maybe a foot or more into the court.
Service over.
Beyond that service line?
Beyond that service
Yeah.
line, yes.
So then it's very difficult for an opponent to play tight to the net.
Yes, you can't play tight, and then you're standing there, OK, do I have to lift it, or will I play another into the court shot?
Yeah.
And a lot of players are choosing to lift, and that will give a chance. Just here, Yvonne LI was lifting that one, and she could have played a shot into the court, but she chose here to lift it.
Yeah. She's doing well, is Yvonne LI.
9-8.
Yeah.
And also when you are attacking from this end of the court as where Yvonne LI is standing, because she's playing slightly with that little drift, her attack is also getting better.
Yeah.
There's more power into these smashes.
Well, it's Yvonne LI of Germany who has the advantage at the mid-game interval. Here in the second game, it's a 3-point advantage.
打得很好，那你的步伐一定非常积极，要继续这样下去。再要注意，你防守防御冤枉以后，要注意他停点推球，他老推你，他放网，你上去没有关系，放冤枉盯住他，把这个盯住就可以了。第二个，你自己接发球，他发大高球，你要80%的先下压，下压再打低的，高球偶尔打一打，如果你感觉他很向前的话，再打高球，因为直接高球的话很被动。 主动下压
20
，OK，
seconds.
打得不错，继续这样搞。
20 seconds.
一定要跑起来，腿要跑起来，这在鼓。
Is that coach Wang Zuying? Morton? German coach, the fellow Chinese.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure of his name,
Yeah.
to be very honest.
Wang Zuying.
11-8. Play.
I suspect we might see Michelle Li try to up the pace.
11.
A little more intensity. Maybe she got a little bit complacent at the start of the second game, having won the first so easily. Yeah.
Ten, 11.
That's out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. Perhaps Michelle Li was a little bit complacent at the early stages of this game, but she's got to keep it tight. Stay focused, because if she's not doing that, Yvonne LI is seeking her opportunities and is doing really well. She did really well until 11.
11.
So since the mid-game interval, 4 points played and all 4 points to Michelle Li. There was hesitation at the back of the court
There
from
was.
the Canadian.
Yes.
12 all.
That did the damage.
Yeah, that one.
She's hanging a little bit at the back of the court there and then getting too late for the drop shot.
Service over. 13 12.
Yeah, that's good follow-up by Michelle Li.
And that's what I was trying to describe earlier on, when she's far more decisive.
Yeah, as and when she's coming in.
Yeah. Makes it count. That's good defence. Well, 8 points played since the mid-game interval, and Michelle Li has won 7 of them. Oh, goodness. Oh, beauty.
Yeah. I must always say it twice on the line.
Yeah.
First one, Michelle Li got it. Second one,
15.
equally good from Yvonne Li.
Yeah. That was plumb on the line.
Yes, it was.
No, just wide. That's good defence from Yvonne Li.
14 15.
I think that might be the longest rally of this second game. Oh, yes. What a shot.
Yeah.
Straight down the line.
Service over. 16 14.
And given the scoreline, she must have been a little bit nervous that having won that opening game so easily,
Yeah.
15-14, you think your opponent's catching up, to thread it down the line like that, that was
And that's take good courage.
absolutely. Oh,
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
well taken.
Closing down the net really well there, Michelle Li.
17
Playing the net shot here, but look at that. She's waiting for it, and that's really nicely done.
Yes, the verbal
18,
celebration, an
14.
indication that she's given herself a talking to and said, come on,
Yes.
you need to win this in 2 straight games.
You've got to keep your energy,
Yeah.
save it. Don't go to 3. And that's long.
Yeah. The technique on the follow-up.
Yeah.
19 14. 18.
It's a real pity because I thought she'd done so well with that angled smash.
It was a good smash.
Yeah.
It was a nice follow-up. She was very quickly in there, but the technique sort of let her down again, and she was playing it too long on the back line.
Service over. 15, 19.
Oh, that serve was going well wide of the centre line. Well, she's won the rally anyway.
Yeah.
Michelle Lee. She's taken several today that I thought were going to be out, mainly on the sidelines, but that was extraordinary. Look at it. Well, she's
Better safe than sorry.
Absolutely. Match point opportunities for Michelle Lee. So 2 straight games in the end for the world number 9, Michelle Lee, against the player promoted from the reserve list, Yvonne LI from
Match
Germany.
won by Michelle
21-10, 21-15.
21-15.
Confirmed scoreline by our umpire. And it means that Michelle Lee will play against Tai Su Ying in the second round tomorrow. And I can't help but think back to the quarterfinal at the Japan Open, when Michelle Lee beat Tai Su Ying in an absolute thriller. She was way down in the deciding game before winning it 22-20. That should be an interesting match. But job well done today for Michelle Lee. 21-10, 21-15 in 34 minutes.